My mom's side was is Scottish and
fellow Scottish. Yeah.
Oh,
Scottish women tend to be.
you know,
pretty-
my mom.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah.
and she was great.
Which is that where you get your humor
Yeah,
from?
well, I tell you what, England at the time they
Yeah.
fought them for 1,000 years trying to get them undertow. They couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
They're very tough. That reminds me of my mother. Come to think of it. Now, my mother was great. She was Stornoway,
Yeah.
the Hebrides, right? That's really serious Scottish.
Yeah.
But she was great. But it is true when you see Braveheart. That was one of many times, for hundreds.
Did you
of
watch
years.
that with your mom by any chance?
No, I didn't. I didn't get to. I'll tell you, I saw Braveheart. I think Mel Gibson is a very good guy. I've met him
Yeah.
a number of times. Good guy, but I'll tell you, that was super Mel Gibson in his prime.
Oh yeah.
So,
Unbelievable.
and I was on a plane, and there was absolutely nothing to do. It was one of these planes that you couldn't make calls, you couldn't do, and they had tapes.
That's all planes for us.
And they showed me they showed me, sir, we have 20 tapes. And I looked at the tapes, and they were all, and this was like 20 years after it was made. This was probably 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I never saw Braveheart.
Okay.
And
Oh, wow.
they showed me a tape. I said, all right, let's put that one on. And within about 4 minutes, I said, this may be the greatest movie I've ever seen.
Incredible. It's incredible.
Within 4 minutes.
No, I'm not a Braveheart fan, but you've seen it.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I saw it with my mom.
I
She
mean,
was
how good?
emotional for like a
That's-
week.
I wish I saw it with my mother, but it was good.
Was that your Braveheart moment? Like after getting shot when you stood up?
No, no.
Freedom.
No, never
You
take
don't
my
think
freedom.
of that in those moments. You do what you do.
Yeah, thank God you weren't thinking about Mel Gibson.
No, but he's good. But he was when he in prime time. He was great.
Unbelievable.
I mean, at
What a run.
that, his look, his way, you couldn't have had a better guy playing it. But that was a great movie. So, but it is true. England and
Scotland fought
at
for
the
years.
time for 1,000 years.
Yeah,
I mean, they'd have the battles with thousands or once at thousands, and they run at each other.
Yeah.
Tell me that.
I
You
mean,
think that takes guts? They run at each other.
I think so.
Knowing they're going to pretty much die, right?
The Roman army built walls to keep out the Scottish when they were up in England.
Yeah. They were afraid of the Scottish. Yeah.
They were afraid.
The Scottish people, they're tough people. They're good people. Actually, they're very great people, but they're good fighters. I don't know how your mother felt, but she loved the Queen. Don't forget, the Queen was, the Queen was great. Oh, would she have liked... Because the Queen honored me before she died.
Really?
She honored me as the president in Buckingham Palace. And there's nobody that does it like the English. There's nobody that has that, the pomp and ceremony. But my mother would have loved that. Your mother, so did she feel strongly about like the royalty?
I think they're obsessed with the royal family out there, like in general.
Your mother would have been.
She was really into all the pageantry for sure.
My mother was.
Yeah.
My mother thought the Queen was great.
Yeah.
She thought the Queen was so wonderful.
Some of my family hates the English, though. I will be honest.
I know.
There's some history there.
I know. But a lot of it's a hard breakup. They tried to break up Scotland from the rest of the empire, so to speak.
Because they got some oil.
And it made it by about like a half a point.
Yeah.
They kept it together, so I hope it stays together. I hope it always stays together. But England, as they say, because it used to be England, but England never could. And they were bigger.
Yeah.
And they had more people.
Yeah.
They could never finish it off by capturing Scotland. So it's really sort of...
They ended up having to marry together.
They married.
Yeah.
They became sort of subsidiaries.